All right, so here's a fighter that a lot of people have been talking about here during fight week, really just because of the nature of his skill set. I haven't seen much in terms of a glaring weakness on film. Your thoughts?
It doesn't seem like there is one. You know, when you're watching the film and you're critiquing him, there's not much to critique. When you're trying to break down where the weaknesses are, there aren't many. The guy can wrestle, he can grapple, he's got tremendous cardio, great top control, insane durability. He's got it all. He's one of the best mixed martial artists we have seen come on the scene for a long time. But he's got to continue to prove it if he wants to stay where he is right now in the UFC.
And perhaps his greatest asset, at least thus far, has been his instinctual nature in the octagon, right? Just knowing which skill to employ at the right time. And certainly he's got essentially every skill you would want in an MMA arsenal. All right, so here he is, one of a handful of two-division champions in UFC history, my broadcast partner and one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier, back on the proving ground tonight.
As DC makes the walk to the octagon, you know he's as fashionable as they get. But ultimately, when this man steps into the octagon, he goes out there, fights with a high pace, a lot of pressure, and really tries to overwhelm his opponents. His in-your-face style is constant. It's overwhelming. He has all the skills that have made him and allowed him to become a UFC double champion and a UFC Hall of Famer.
And as you can see, he's got the haircut on point. The fight week beard has given way to the goatee, and Cormier is still motivated at this stage of his career, so we'll see what he has for this particular opposition tonight. But more often than not, people know what DC brings to the table, and they have been unable to stop it. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khalil Roundtree Jr. And now introducing the opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Daniel D.C. Cormier!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. Well, there can be few better backdrops for a mixed martial arts live event than this Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. And you remember when we finally got here in 2016, we've been showing up strong ever since.
Because every time you go to MSG, you should come with a big event. This is a phenomenal arena. This is a fantastic fight environment. New York City, baby, the city of dreams.
He's got a good leg kick, there it is. Takedown defense is there. Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. Lands a big right hand early.
Oh my goodness, what a kick!
Oh, flying knee to the dome piece. Went for the inside leg kick. Stuffed the takedown, no problem. Well, we've already got too many Rosendo Sanchez boxing shout-outs in the game, but certainly your jab is working tonight, Shane.
I mean, the jab is working beautifully. Okay, let's go Javier Mendez.
There you go.
This is the credit to Javier Mendez and the great mind of the AKA legend that have showed me how to use that jab so efficiently.
Cormier gets caught by that straight hand.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Well, no gold shoes on the Hall of Famer DC, but how about the high crotch? Too easy right out of the shoot chip.
You know, John, that's my favorite technique. I've always done it. And because of the way guys react, they go flying through the air. So come on, boys, continue to make me look good by just doing front flips when I grab your leg.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
I need you to be active on the ground now.
Cormier getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet.
That was nice.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired and that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands going now.
Oh, big elbow.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Under 2 minutes to go in our first round.
Beautiful body kick land right under the elbow.
Trying the flying knee there.
And now some separation. Oh, nice takedown defense. Oh, big elbow. He's got the single collar tie. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Nice, good pressure. Keep going with
He
that.
missed with that jab attempt there. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Big knee lands to the body. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook. Oh.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, he is inflicting some serious damage with these elbows.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Oh, huge right hand.
Oh, nice kick. Big shot lands for both guys.
Let's go.
15 seconds remain in the round.
He's got that single collar tie locked in.
Cormier's eye now closing up. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's gonna end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus is to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
So he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure. He has certainly kept up his end of the battle.
I mean, his cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Kobe Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempts. You can't shoot. You got to set your opponent up. He did that beautifully.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead.
Oh, right into mount. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one team. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
All right, so just the way he drew it up with his kids in the building, Daniel Cormier by knockout tonight.
I mean, I knew it, John. I mean, I have dynamite in my hands, and if I'm able to land, you go to sleep. And that's exactly what happened tonight. So congrats to Video Game Me, looking as fabulous as he's ever looked on that video screen, on that TV screen.
Looking lean. All right, so here's the former world title challenger, the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. Of course, you have shared the octagon with this man, and they don't pack much more power than this guy in this heavyweight division.
No, some guys are blessed with a power that's just jarring, and Derek Lewis is one of those guys. He's so big, he's so strong, he's deceptively quick when he's in there, and he's unbelievably athletic. He will throw double kicks, and you think that he's going up with the left leg, but then the right leg lands. He throws the right hand from anywhere, and the moment he lands, he can put your lights out. And it does not matter the time of the round. Yeah. Derek Lewis can finish you at any moment in the fight.
And he's a guy who's also been a real workhorse for the UFC. Made his debut back in 2014. He did have a recent knee surgery. Let's see how he comes out of it here tonight. All right, well, best of luck trying to handle the pressure wrestling game of this individual who has really taken the division by storm. And as was the case for you oftentimes in your career, even when the opposition knows what's coming, can't stop it.
Yeah, because this kid has so many different ways to attack you in the wrestling realm. Unfortunately, John, he has not developed the striking to that level. So if you can keep him up right now, we've seen everybody deal with it. When you can't get that takedown, what's left for this guy?
Yeah.
Does this guy still believe? How does he operate in those moments where he doesn't really know what to do? We're going to find out tonight, because this is his toughest fight to date.
And he said he slept in his singlet last night for good energy.
I love that.
Can't be comfortable. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Derek the Black Beast Lewis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alexander King Khan Romanov.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon.
Good.
Derek Lewis, a throwback heavyweight in a lot of respects. Everything he throws is a potential fight ender. All right, for the wrestler, you just ate a big uppercut. Can't get reckless with your takedown attempts here, but certainly on the wrong side of the striking situation here early.
Well, you can't reach. You can't reach and you can't get desperate. You got to take your time. You've got to set everything up if you want to take this guy down, especially when he has built a game plan that seems to be working. That's a big strike right there.
Hands high, hands high.
Beautifully placed with the hook there by Romanov.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there. Nice little shoulder. When he gets close and he throws, he lands.
Lands a huge right hand. Oh, and there it is, too easy. Beautiful takedown, and on his first attempt, no less. We'll see if the boxer can get back up right.
Well, he said that he was going to dominate him in the wrestling. He said he was going to take him down over and over again, and he was going to break his spirit. That's a great start, too. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, he's got his knee on the belly, raining down punches here.
Getting them out here.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Lewis is in half guard. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Lewis gets caught by the straight punch.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more. He lands another punch to the head. Oh, nice jab, nice stick.
Throwing that jab, no good. Always busy here in the clinch, lands a nice punch there.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh, nice work on the feet there by the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, really picking his spots in the stand-up here tonight. That's something his head coach, 4 ounces Bob Perez, talked a lot about here during the fight. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has
Recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Romanov's in half guard now.
Changing the position. Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so he can get pressure to...
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Swing and a miss with that punch by Romanov. Under a minute now to go.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. Oh, he does it again. Takes this fight right back to the ground one more time. This is exactly what he told us on Thursday. The game plan he's executing tonight.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Those last 5 minutes. Are you kidding me?
We lost that round. I'm gonna tell it to you straight. We need to go out there. We need to put this guy on his back. He's gonna come out hard and aggressive. He thinks that you're ready to go home.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway. Well, there was a moment in that previous round when it looked like we weren't going to get to this next round. Here we are. We will see the extent to which he has recovered.
Let's see how he recovered over the course of that minute. They were putting water over his head. They were trying to bring him back. But I would advise him to clinch a lot in the first minute of this round to try and give himself a little bit more time to get back into the fight.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Romanov's in half guard. All right, has the guard closed here.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Oh, the kick landed. But he needs to check what he... Are you hurt?
Romanov's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Seamless transition to half guard there.
Unbelievable how quickly he was able to slice that leg through to get to the half guard.
Lewis's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now.
And there you go, again, half guard. Beautiful transition. He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard. Oh, he's got a choke.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
He might get a finish here.
Good work.
He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Romanov's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose.
There you go. There you go.
Good work from the top here by Romanov. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
All right, right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
You can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. It gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down here.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up. Oh, he's attacking choke now. He's got the sub locked in.
Oh, now he bails on the submission.
Let's work. I'm stand you up. We need to work.
Under a minute now to go.
Keep those hands up for me. Keep those hands up.
Oh, nice.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Romanov's in half guard. Oh, good ground and pound here. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Lewis's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Hey, stop.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
It's okay, Dave.
Third round underway.
He's gonna win this round for me. Attack that cut. Let's go. Get it.
Oh, misses with the jab.
Yep, right hand over the top.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, big hook. That'll sting. Oh, lands a beautiful jab. Level change there. Goes for the takedown.
Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now.
Alexander Romanov's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position. Great ground and pound by this man.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and then showing. This is a very evenly matched fight. Nice blows.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to leave right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round three. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Romanov. Oh, looks like he's got the sub locked in.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Solid punch from the clinch here. Dude's in a good flow state, landing punch after punch. Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head.
Romanov gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Just out of range with that strike.
Oh my goodness.
Romanov gets caught by the inside leg kick. A few more, and that'll leave a mark.
Another big takedown. In the half guard.
Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. All right, doing work with the jab. Well, you don't want to take too many kicks on that calf, and now it's starting to show some visible damage.
You can see the color starting to change on the calf. He's taking too many of these kicks. Nice job defensively. He blocked that punch.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit.
He's doing a really good job of getting on that high crotch and just following the action.
Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. 45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook. Romanov's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. Final seconds of the round. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Some nice power there with the left hook upstairs. Romanov gets the single leg takedown. Well, most of you remember exactly when this cut happened, and now it is getting really bad. They're going to have a lot of cleanup to do before our next battle.
Yes, they're going to have a lot of clear. I mean, it's not a part of the thing, right? You go into a bloody octagon, you fight, you wrestle. It is what it is at that point, you know? That's the beauty in being at the end of the night.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John. Oh, that looks tight.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. How do you get out of harm's way here?
I mean, you got to shove that knee, John. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Nice positional control here. Good movement defensively here on the ground by the Black Beast. Back and forth we go. It takes 2 to tango, and man, have these 2 individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights, and when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4.
Really good level change.
Romanov's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. Right now it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Oh my goodness! Takes the judges out of it, gets the finish.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 4. For the winner by submission, Alexander King Romanov.
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.
All right, so here is Scotland's finest, Paul Beardew Craig. He will not tell you the genesis of the Beardew nickname. He's going to take that secret to the grave. One thing that is a little bit of a secret right now is just how elite this guy can be at middleweight. Jury is still out 1-1 since dropping down to 185 pounds. Looked fantastic against Andre Muniz, was humbled in the main event against Brendan Allen. But this man has recommitted himself to strength and conditioning. A lot of people wondered aloud if he could even make 185 pounds. Made it with relative ease ×2. And now we see tonight, with this particular matchup, just how good Paul Beardew Craig can be. Well, you run out of time listing all the men that have fallen at the hands of Sergey Pavlovich. I would say equal parts power and speed. It's amazing to watch this man hit a speed bag, but he's most known for his power that has ended the night early for the likes of Curtis Blades, Tai Tuivasa, Derek the Black Beast Lewis. A lot of people liked him going into that Tom Aspinall fight. He was not able to realize the UFC Interim Heavyweight Championship, but he remains right on the cusp. The consequences of getting hit by this man are so dire, and you can be sure his opponent is well aware of that fact entering competition here tonight. All right, all the hype gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas, and we are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, early round action here. Bodies are dry, and that is always a factor when you're fighting a jiu-jitsu practitioner on the level of Scotland's Paul Bear Jew Craig. We'll see how early he chooses to change levels and potentially get this fight to the ground.
Oh, big elbow.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. It's a pretty good jab. Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there's that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips, and boom, inside leg kick lands.
Nice punch there by Craig. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Whiffs on that offering. That uppercut will work. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job. Nice level change.
Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce.
That Darce choke is tight.
Now he's in trouble. He's gonna go to sleep.
Oh, he got out.
He got out and defended. John, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. It was so tight. It was deep. They were hip to hip. I thought the fight was done. Great job and awareness by this young man to defend that Darce choke.
Knee on belly, big strikes landing here. Craig's in half guard now. Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Nice transition.
Pavlovich getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Making all these shots count. And very effective with the ground and pound.
This is where he wants to be. He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack this arm triangle. It's tight.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Or we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Under 2 minutes now to go in round 1. Craig's back in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Craig. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Craig's right back to the full mount.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Lands with the ground and pound here. All right, side control now. Craig's looking for a Darce choke here. Oh, that one looks really tight, DC.
Struggling to finish. Oh, he's got him in tight now, yep.
The winner by submission.
Holy smokes.
So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I gotta keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
We send it inside now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 19 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Paul
All right, so Paul Clay getting it done by submission. He favors submission over position, which sometimes can be a recipe for disaster, but got it done tonight in a big way.
Is because Paul Craig is okay grappling from the top or grappling from his back. He's such a good submission artist that he doesn't matter. He's so confident he can get those subs from anywhere that he will try to chase down submissions. Tonight, he chased down the submission, he got the submission, and he gets his hand raised.
And when you look at this division's top 15, Craig is sort of a unique threat in terms of his skill set and his grappling, so we'll see how far he can take it, but we congratulate Scotland's Paul Craig.